Okay, I just want to do some explaining on what I meant by starting one VHT style. This is a 3-year-old Holsteiner filly that I'm watching this as I'm talking to you guys, so I'm watching along with you. This is a 3-year-old Holsteiner filly that I got in to start. She's super sweet filly, very, very well bred. Um, really likes people. Uh, the big thing with her is she's got a pretty big well of emotion under there that she needs to learn um, how to control herself. And what we can do to help her with that is just give her skills. So this is just a little thing along the way that I like to do with them. I kind of like to do with all horses because of all that motion right here that I'm doing to hop up on her back, to kind of hang there on her side, and she feels my legs squeezing on her and all that stuff. Getting them used to this right away is great. Now she walked right off there. That was the first time I actually got up on her back in her life. Okay, so that was the first time she'd carried the weight of a rider on her back. She walked off. I'm not too worried about that. That's actually a good thing. She didn't get too scared, and I'm in a situation where I can just slide off and, get a hold of her hindquarters and shut things down. If she gets too worried about it, you can hear there's a bunch of buzzing and whirling, weed eaters in the background. So she's having to focus on quite a few things at once, which is perfect because that's life. Life isn't simple and easy and rainbows and butterflies. Life kind of just happens sometimes, and if we can expose them little by little, little doses by little doses, we can help these horses be more confident in this human environment with all these strange things that we have in it. So I just repeat and repeat and repeat. There's all sorts of little things. Notice throwing that rope over like that. That's motion. A lot of horses get worried about motion. They think they need to move when they see motion that they don't know. So obviously there's a lot of motion that I'm providing as well, um, doing this little simple thing. This horse may be a jumper, an eventer down line, and I'm sure there's going to be a place somewhere where she might take a misstep or something might happen and somebody's going to end up on her neck or all off her side, and hopefully she'll reach way back into her toolbox and remember that, hey, that's all right, because Kalley did it to me a long, long time ago. There's no big deal about someone hanging off the side of me. I don't need to get worried about it. Right here, I just like to flip the rope back and forth. That rope goes by their eye, and that might scare them. So it's just some confidence building. Again, a lot of times it's about, getting horses used to what means something and what means nothing. That stuff flipping around her head doesn't mean anything. Those weed eaters in the background don't mean anything. Got a nice little nose blow there. That's good. Now I'm a little one-sided here, so I mostly stayed swinging up on the horse's left side, because that's my stronger side, and this is her first time. So I will balance that out down line. I'm not too worried about that right now. I just want to mainly get her used to the motion. See, it takes quite a bit of energy. I got to kind of dig my arm into her side there. She's just got to, have some tolerance for things like that happening. And that's one of the biggest things we can help our horses with in life, is just helping them learn what to tolerate. They don't need to worry about so many things. A lot of times a horse will carry around worry that they don't need to carry around their entire life. They might worry about a plastic bag their entire life. Well, that's silly. That's our fault for not showing them that, hey, that plastic bag, that doesn't mean anything. That's no big deal. Right there, I'm just kind of asking her nose to come around to the side, doing a little lateral flexion there. I'm petting her head and rubbing her sides with my legs. All that motion, she's got it used to that motion. Doing a couple things at once here. So it's just, a lot of this is just confidence building. Swing my rope around here a little bit. Pretend it's a polo mallet, or pretend it's a lariat. Stuff like that. Sometimes just exposing a horse to different expectations. So exposing a dressage horse to maybe some roping, or exposing a reining horse to maybe some polo. different things. There's horses in different walks of life that they're fine when they're in their little set of parameters, but you step outside of those parameters and you're in trouble. They're all of a sudden an unbroke horse. So I try to build a foundation, a balanced foundation, right from the start here. That as silly as it may sound for a Holsteiner to run down the polo field, if one day that something like that needed to happen, this filly would be set up, and or if somebody needed to go rope something, well, it wouldn't be the first time they swung a rope on her when they needed to go get something done, or ponied. It's kind of just setting up themes for them in their life. So that's kind of what I meant here by starting one BHT style. Hope you enjoyed this little random training tip. I'm enjoying getting them out to you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below.